sort of here.
Yes.
The backbone of our operations is our tech,
Yes.
and there is, I think, very few cities which have better tech talent than Bangalore, and that is why we are put up in Bangalore.
Thanks for the credit.
And this has somehow allowed us to scale faster because it has made us focus more on tech and more on how you can streamline things sitting from a distance away. Otherwise, what happens is anything goes wrong, you end up going on the street and figuring out for yourself, which is not scalable at the end of the day.
So I understand the LoadShare is working on asset-light model or maybe aggregation model.
Correct. So what we have done is for our last mile deliveries, the B2C part of our business, we have identified traditional small courier companies in each of these small cities. So every small city has a small, like even Ranebenur will have a small courier company which has been traditionally doing courier deliveries for Blue Dart, your DTDC and all these guys.
Yes.
So we went to them and told them that you can also do e-commerce deliveries, and the problem was that these guys were not able to interact with tech systems of, say, Flipkart or Amazon. So we built the bridging tech and allowed them to get integrated with Flipkart, and Flipkart to have more reliability on these guys to collect COD, ensure safety of shipments, which are more expensive in this case because phones are being delivered. So that gap in terms of reliability and tech integration is what we solved for. In our B2B services, we hire trucks from our vendors. We do not buy any trucks. We hire trucks from our vendors, and hence we are asset light. Yes.
So when you hire the truck, the driver and the maintenance, everything is of the owner of the truck, right?
Owner of the. So we do realize that managing a truck driver, for instance, is probably not our expertise. Our expertise is planning how the truck will move, what material that truck will carry in the most efficient way. But managing the on-ground issues, managing drivers, managing the documentation for trucks is owner's responsibility, and they are good at it as well.
Yes, that's their forte.
When you were introducing about the company, you talked about how it's very difficult to deliver products in smaller cities, and so there must be a lot of complexities that you have to face. So can you talk more about those involved in the sector?
So logistics at the end of the day is a game of volumes. So what happens is, if you want to say send a shipment to Ranebenur, and if you have only say 10 number of shipments, for example, which is like less than say 1 ton, and if you end up sending a small truck from here to Ranebenur, it will be extremely expensive. The cost economics for your customer, for the person who has manufactured the shipment, it will not be meaningful. What we need to do is we need to figure out in the small town as well, what are the different types of material that are flowing, and how you can consolidate these materials so that it is cheaper for manufacturers to send their material there, and it is cheaper for customers to get this material. Otherwise, what will happen is, if you look, so what we have done is we also work with companies like P&G, HUL, the traditional FMCG companies who have from last 30-40 years deeply penetrated the tier 3, tier 4 cities, and along with their material we send e-commerce shipments as well. So the cost of sending the shipment reduces significantly, thus by encouraging companies to service those areas and enabling the customers to be able to buy. Otherwise, for a 300 rupee or 1000 rupee shirt, people will end up spending 300, 400 rupees in logistics, which is meaningless. Either the customer will buy it, and how long can the e-commerce company bleed? Bringing that down by consolidating that material with other customers is the idea that we are doing.
So you said that you are involved in B2C and B2B. So what are the different stages that goes through in the process?
So the main complexity is how you consolidate material across customers. Let's take example of an e-commerce company, and let's take an example where you have ordered a mobile phone on Flipkart. You have ordered a Samsung Galaxy J8 on Flipkart, and how that will move. So first there will be a seller warehouse from where Flipkart will have to pick up that shipment. Now let's assume that this seller warehouse is in Delhi, and you are in Ranebennur and you have ordered the shipment. The mobile itself is in Delhi. So from Delhi, from seller warehouse, so Flipkart will pick it up, bring it to their warehouse, where they will consolidate it with their other shipments, and then transport it to Bangalore in a larger truck. Then from Bangalore to a particular branch in Ranebennur, it will go in a smaller truck, or it will go as a consolidated with other customers' material. And then in Ranebennur itself, a biker will go pick this shipment up from the warehouse or from that branch, and then deliver to you at your home.
So all these end-to-end deliveries you are managing?
No, so we manage the legs that we manage is in B2B, the warehouse to warehouse movements. We manage regional distribution from Bangalore to Ranebennur branch is what we manage. And in B2C last mile delivery, we manage the biker at the end, where he picks up the shipment from Ranebennur branch and delivers to customer. We have a separate vertical which also manages the first mile pickups, which is from seller to Flipkart warehouse in Delhi. Yeah, so basically the leg from Bangalore to Ranebennur branch,
Yes.
right? That leg we manage because that is regional distribution,
Yes.
regional PTL distribution. We manage it from Ranebennur branch to somebody's house. The biker delivery that we manage, that is B2C last mile delivery. We also manage pickup from seller warehouse to Flipkart's main warehouse in Delhi. So that service also we provide, because there again you need bikers to run. The volumes are less. Delhi to Bangalore, which is a national lane for Flipkart, we don't manage that because they have enough volumes and they are able to hire their own trucks from large fleet owners. Primarily on regional distribution rather than on national transportation.